Am I in the sink?
Yeah, you're over it. How's that hot water feel?
It's like really luxurious. Spa.
This is something we've never experienced in a van.
Yesterday was Saturday at Lowe's, today's Sunday at Home Depot.
Another day, another dollar, another project.
Hey guys, welcome to week 11 of our van build. In last week's episode, which I'll put the link to right up here, we revealed our van name, Spirit. And so in this episode, we're taking Spirit into the great outdoors for her very first camping trip as a converted camper van, all in celebration of our 3-year wedding anniversary, a dreamy day that will live on in our hearts forever.
Drew, you may now kiss your bride.
Memories of that day still give us chills, but back to the present day. Before we were ready to head out for our inaugural trip, there were a few things we needed to get in working order first.
So, I'm working on building the fridge, and I thought I was going to build the whole frame and sliding drawer mechanism using wood, and then I realized we still had L brackets left over from the roof deck I built. So why not put these to use? Because they're the perfect length. I needed 34 inches, and these are about 40. So we can cut these down. I got my fridge laying out. It's going to slide in and out right here. I just ran to the hardware store, picked up some bolts, nuts. At Ace, we're gonna make this thing happen right now.
We decided to put our fridge on a slider near our slider door for a number of reasons. 1. Easy access when filling groceries. 2. Easy access for snacks from the outside. 3. Additional seating. And 4. A footrest extension for our futon, which we hope to show you in next week's episode. Plus, we really seem to like this sliding feature. We have our sliding bike tray, toilet, and something tells me that our fridge isn't going to be the last one. But I guess you'll just have to stick around to find out.
Super lightweight. Wasting no aluminum on this build. That's a perfect fit right there. I left a little bit of extra room here for the bolts that will screw to the drawer rails. But look at that, that's seamless.
With our sliding fridge in place, Drew then used high-quality 1x2s to build the framework for our kitchen counter.
Here's a first look at the sink unit. Got the structure, the temporary plywood countertop, and the gold sink. We're gonna give this a shot for the trial run. See if we like it, if it's big enough for dishes. I think it looks super rad, but we'll see how it functions. I'm gonna use our temporary indoor shower faucet since we don't have one. I tapped the plumbing so that there's a on-off valve and hot and cold leads going to the faucet handle. I'm to the point where I'm gonna drill holes using a hole saw bit. Stick in the tap, connect the plumbing, and then next I'm going to make the giant hole in the plywood for the sink. Here we go. Boom.
Almost ready to hit the road for our one-night getaway, there was still one more important thing to take care of.
The wire overheated on the connector, and we just blew our 200 amp fuse, actually a 250 amp fuse. So we're gonna get a new one put in and test it again. Right here on our negative on the battery bank, the terminal that leads to this wire that's 2 gauge, that follows the negative all the way back to the inverter, was one of the cables getting too hot in our test. That's gonna have to be swapped out. And same the lead off the inverter, when the inverter's being used to full capacity that has just so much juice flowing through it. It's going to basically our fuse that we have down here that acts as our bus bar. This cable's gonna have to be replaced. And then the cable going out to the battery that goes into this little on-off connector switch and then from here back to the battery bank on the positive side on this connector. These are the cables that are going to have to be replaced. We just got our package in to replace the electrical wiring that is getting too hot. Look at this. This is 2-aught wire. Look how thick that is. That's my thumb. We also got the crimping tool, 2-aught connectors. Let's get this thing fixed so that we can do our trial run this upcoming week.
Right there, it's in position.
What's Tim's feeling towards our electrical system today?
We're getting it better today.
We're getting it fixed up.
These problems.
So you guys changed the wire over here that was heating up?
Yeah, we put a 2-aught really thick cable in place over there, and what we realized the actual problem is the fuse block and the little fuse we had connecting between our different points.
Ah, okay.
That was the main problem. So if you look really closely at the adapters, we just put everything together across one bolt, and they're all staying nice and cool. We are going to have to try to figure out a solution to get a better fuse. That way we can have it protected.
Well, this is a serious wire. Look at how thick that is.
And if you remember earlier, when we were having problems, it was getting nearly 180 degrees.
With our hot wire problem solved, our loaded fridge, hot water, and temporary setup in place, we were ready to hit the road just in time for our anniversary.
Ooh.
Hey, it fits pretty good.
That's a good style for in here.
That's our Moroccan rug.
Are you gonna ride on that like it's a magic carpet ride?
Like this, and then you hold on here.
And you're such a goofball.
On the road again. And we're going somewhere awesome.
This is a scary moment in the van. The first couple minutes, find out what goes flying around. Fridge has a tie down on it temporarily. But I think we're good.
You have arrived.
Surprise!
An hour's drive later, and we had arrived to the Mayaca River State Park, one of Florida's oldest and largest.
The Mayaca Peace River. Look at the Airstream.
Oh yeah, she's a beauty.
I love the moss hanging on all these trees and the palmettos.
Me too. Oh, welcome to the neighborhood, Spirit. Oh, look, it's
such a nice
beautiful.
spot. We're not packed in at all.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is spot 38, and it's fantastic.
Look at all our windows.
This is the first time we get to like really see what it's like in here. We both walked back here and looked at the bed, and we're like, wait, who turned on the light? Our skylight's amazing. Look at that.
It is really
Look how much light that leaves.
heavenly.
And we even have our covers in on the sides.
Which I actually recovered. They were originally green cloth.
Look at that. Our first glimpse
Oh my
out
gosh,
there.
fun! And I really like how ginormous our slider window is.
Magical.
Home.
Let's go biking.
First time using the bike tray in a real situation.
Spotted our first gator. So close to us. I don't know how we walked right past it. We spotted the gator.
He doesn't blink. Nothing.
Wow, we're so close to him, is? Wow.
This top-loading fridge thing is a new experience, but I kind of like it. You can fit a lot in. Can we talk about these mighty blues? These are giant blueberries. Look at how big. Cooking van cakes, zucchini blueberry van cakes for our anniversary gourmet meal. First night in Spirit. Van cakes.
Love it.
Oh yeah. Cheers with our Norwegian Viking cup.
Is that showing the Viking part? Bam. Look at his face.
What do you name him?
Harold Fredrickson.
Awesome. It feels huge. It feels ginormous compared to
It's 1 foot wider
Howler.
than the Howler's bed. The Howler's bed was 48 inches. This one's 60.
I'm not even going to be able to find you.
Yep. See ya.
We really like this hatch that I can open with my foot.
There. stars.
One thing we're bummed about, though, is that we don't have any windows around the bed that open.
They buy the extra piece that allows the door to be cracked about 4 inches out.
Okay, a wedge.
Yeah, like a little wedge, and it's lockable.
I wonder if they make windows for the back door that open. Does anybody know this? If you know of windows on the back door that open, leave it in the comments below, please.
That'd be super swell if we came up with a solution.
He's confused. No one's ever peed in this before.
I don't know what to do.
You are like christening it. This is a big deal.
Is there a receptacle underneath?
Yep, make sure you're ready. Okay. And I'm going to stop filming now. I'll give you your privacy.
Eggs and oatmeal, yogurt, juice, honey, and tea.
Palm trees. It's very Moroccan palmery-esque.
Really cool.
Look at the little oasis we've discovered on our bike ride. A palmery, and over here you can hear music from this little cafe bungalow.
Couldn't be a nicer day in here, actually.
Yeah, and this is the part of Florida that I don't see enough of. Like, at least they preserved it here in this spot. Super beautiful. Palm trees for days. And probably alligators.
And look down there. That's the canopy walk we were just on. The suspension bridge.
After our morning of exploration, we were ready to get back to the van.
It's our new spot.
Oh yeah!
We're gonna be right up against this water.
We thoroughly enjoyed our first bonding trip with the spirit of the Howler. There are a few tweaks we noticed that need to be made, but overall we're well on our way to reveling in the freedom of the open road once again. And if you haven't yet, we invite you to like and subscribe so you can join us next week when we return to the workshop to try and finish up this build. Until then, know how grateful we are to be sharing this journey with you, and follow us on Instagram at Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. We'll see you next week.